What's up, LC? Welcome back to the 5th installment of LCTV. I'm Mina Cardenas.
And I'm Sam Lazowski. This week we're going to take a look at angel trees, the history of Friday the 13th, sports update, and Black Friday. For this week's first current news story, we're going to be taking a look at how the election is going.
Election week has just passed, and as of November 6th, the end of the election week, the results are still not final. Biden is currently in the lead with the electoral votes. As of November 6th, we are still waiting for Nevada, North Carolina, Georgia, Alaska, and Pennsylvania. 2 of these states are leaning towards Biden and 3 towards Trump.
Hi, my name is Peter Nguyen, and I'm a senior at LC. And what I think about the election this year is, it's taking too long.
I think that is it shouldn't take that long for everything. Yeah.
Now let's take a look at a record-breaking 6 Native Americans being elected into Congress.
A record-breaking 6 Native Americans were elected to Congress this Tuesday. Sharice Davids won re-election in Kansas, Kaylee Cahaley took Hawaii, Tom Cole and Mark Wayne Mullen took Oklahoma, and Deborah Haaland, along with Yvette Harrell, won New Mexico.
For our first segment today, let's check out what LC is doing for Veterans Day this year.
My name's Mr. Clark. I'm a history teacher here at Lake Central. I teach AP and I also teach regular U.S. history. Everybody out there, all LC people, we're going to kind of scale down Veterans Day quite a bit here at Lake Central this year. It's sad to say because of COVID-19. Mr. Bagley and all of us have gotten together and we've decided that it's probably in the best interest of those veterans that we want to honor to not have any kind of ceremony where it's a possibility of spreading. But we want to make sure that veterans out there know that we are there for them and that we support them and we thank them to the bottom of our heart. We're going to try and plan some things up at the Safety Village. At the Safety Village, we have a Veterans Museum, and in the past we've always had a veteran come in on the first Saturday of every month to speak about his time in service. We've had Vietnam veterans, we've had Korean War veterans, we've had a couple World War II veterans, in fact. But we are thinking about possibly starting that back up again, and that way we can have the veteran come in. It usually takes place about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, goes for about an hour. Students are welcome to come, and a lot of students help out with that project. In fact, that museum wouldn't be there if it hadn't been for students and all their help through the past 36 years. But sad to say, that's what we're going to have to do. So LC students, we're going to have to step up, and we're going to have to do things in this school to honor veterans on Veterans Day, which is 11 November, and that goes back to 11 November 1918 when World War I ended, which was called Armistice Day, and then eventually was changed to Veterans Day, a day to remember all of our veterans.
It's very interesting to see what LC is doing about Veterans Day this year.
Let's take a look at 2 students who were diagnosed with diabetes and continue to strive with strength.
Well, diabetes is basically a chronological disease where your pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin, so you have to have it artificially, basically.
Diabetes is when your pancreas stops working and creating insulin.
I was 5, and we just knew something was wrong because I was just drinking a lot of water and going to the bathroom a lot, which we thought was kind of normal for a 5-year-old, but it was a lot. So we went to the doctor, and they told me that it was a 95% chance that I had diabetes.
I found out when I had diabetes when I was 11 years old in 5th grade.
I have 2 patches. One is my Dexcom, it's right here, and it's my phone. It hooks up to my phone, and it's like Bluetooth, and it connects, so I don't have to test with my fingers anymore. I can just look at my phone. And then my Omnipod is my insulin pump, which is what gives me insulin.
The things I have to use for my diabetes are my insulin pump, and then I have to wear a glucose meter on the back of my arm.
When I do any type of athletic activity, it's really hard on my blood sugars, so I usually go low. And when I go low, I usually have to have carbs and eat food to get it up.
My diabetes affects football as I have to test before the game and at halftime to make sure my sugar is okay, and then send it to my mom.
For my age and my body type and all that, it goes off of that. My regular is 120, and a low for me would probably be 80 and below, and a high for me would be 250 and above.
I got my tattoo when I was in 8th grade, and on my tattoo it has the Red Cross, which is the medical symbol. So if anything ever happens to me, the paramedics can see that I am type 1 diabetic right away. There is a needle that it represents an insulin pen, and it has angel wings to represent an angel.
Wow, it's always important to spread awareness.
Now let's take a look at the most haunted day of the year, Friday the 13th.
Since it's Friday the 13th, we talked to some students around LC about how they feel about it, and we also researched the history on it. Let's check it out.
Friday the 13th is a day full of superstition, and it's a spooky day. They made movies about it, and it's when Julius Caesar got stabbed in the back.
According to Catholic belief, the Temple of Solomon was destroyed on Friday the 13th. Eve ate the forbidden fruit, and Jesus Christ was crucified. Hundreds of Knights Templar were also arrested and burnt across France.
Hi, my name is Aiden Nealon, and my birthday's on Friday the 13th. There was a full moon on one of my birthdays. It's kind of spooky, I guess. I don't believe in superstitions.
There's been a lot of Friday the 13th in 2020.
Last year, school got canceled on Friday the 13th. I do believe in superstitions. I believe in ghosts and spirits and stuff.
There's also a movie franchise surrounding Friday the 13th and the superstitions that come with it. Have fun on this Friday the 13th, LC.
Wow, that was spooky.
Now let's take it over to Katie to check out this week's sports update.
What's up, LC? I'm Katie Odrovanak, and let's jump right into this week's sports update. The football team unfortunately fell in the first round of sectionals to Lafayette Jefferson High School last Friday. I'd like to congratulate the boys on a great season and good luck to the seniors in their future football careers. Both the girls and boys cross-country teams competed in their state meet last Saturday. The boys placed 22nd and the girls placed 23rd. Congratulations on a great state run and a great season. To start off this season of winter sports, the girls basketball team competed in the Lake Central Classic on Saturday. They lost to Lakeland High School 50-42 and beat Benton Central 51-37. The girls have their first Friday night home game this week against Hanover Central. Game starts at 7. Make sure you come out and support the girls in their first home game. And to finish off this week's sports update, we are going to recap all the fall sports seasons.
My name's Carter Schuster and I'm a junior. I thought our year went pretty well. I mean, we didn't really have a great record, but I think we played really well as a team. We all played well together. Personally, I think I did pretty good. I mean, I still have a lot of improvement for next year, but I think I'm ready for it. We did not finish the year too well, but I think that next year we'll get them.
I'm Riley Nestrix and I'm a senior and one of the captains of the cross-country team. This season was definitely way different than any other seasons we've had so far just because we didn't know if there even was going to be a season. So we were all really excited when we knew we were going to be able to run meets, and we started out really strong. We won our first meet at Crown Point Invitational, and so far we've won sectionals, we won regionals, and we got third at semi-state. Because of COVID this year, we all kind of bonded together as a team and knew we had to take the right precautions in order to make our season successful and in order to let our season continue. So we all really worked together and especially pushed ourselves a lot because we wanted to make sure that we were going to have a good season this year, especially for some of us it was going to be our last.
I'm Lily Lane and I'm a junior. Our year went really good. We got first place 3 times and we got a grand champs and we just won state. Personally, I think I did pretty good. My stunt group was really good this year. We didn't fall at any competitions and it was really great.
The boys soccer team had a record of 10-8. They beat Bishop Knoll 4-3 and Hammond 4-3, taking them all the way to the sectional final where they fought hard but sadly lost. The boys tennis team had a record-winning season and sadly lost to Crown Point in their semifinals of sectionals. The girls volleyball team had a great season and ended it with going up against the Port, almost beating them but sadly losing. Even though their preseason was cut short, the girls soccer team worked hard to make it to sectionals but sadly lost to Crown Point in their first round.
That's it for this week's Sports Update, LC. I'm Katie Odrovanak, and we'll see you next time.
Congratulations to all students who participated in fall sports this year.
Mina, are you going Black Friday shopping this year because there's a pandemic?
Yes, but I'll be sure to make sure to follow all of the guidelines. Let's see what some students are doing this year for Black Friday.
Black Friday is a tradition throughout the U.S. where a lot of people get their Christmas shopping done. Let's check out what some teachers and students are doing this year or have done in past years for Black Friday.
Hey Lake Central, it's Mr. Begley, principal here, and I'm talking about my Black Friday tradition. So on Thanksgiving, what we do is we go and buy the newspaper with all the inserts, and we go through the inserts to look at what our plan of attack will be for Friday. And then we wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, we meet with our cousins for coffee, and then we go and hit all the stores from our plan of attack that we made the day before on Thanksgiving. And we hit all the stores, and we buy them, and then we go and get lunch together, and we head home. Then Monday, we start looking for the deals on the internet, Amazon, and all those different websites. And that's how we get our Christmas gifts. And we're always looking for those good deals, so save a few dollars. Thanks, Lake Central. And that's Mr. Begley's Black Friday tradition.
Hi, I'm Sarah Gross. I'm a senior. I've never gone Black Friday shopping before. I don't want to get beaten up or trampled to death. My parents do Cyber Monday shopping, but that's it. They don't want to do it either. So.
Hi, I'm Miss Peterson. I teach English 10 and 11. So 7 years ago on Black Friday, I was working. I worked 2 jobs. I was in college, and on Thanksgiving Day at 7 o'clock, I had to start a shift at Bath and Body Works, and it was crazy. When I got there, it was like 6:45 Thanksgiving, and there was a huge line of people outside waiting to get their free gift with purchase. So we all go in, we have our headsets, our aprons, everything, we're ready, and we let the people in, and it was just chaotic. People running in the store, grabbing stuff, running to the register to get their free items. We were stocking stuff the entire time, and I don't think anything too crazy happened. I mean, things would break, like wallflowers, if you know what those are. Worst thing to clean up. So some stuff would happen, but I remember just being really tired by the time I was done, because I think I was done at like 2 in the morning, and then I went home and slept for a little bit.
What I usually do for Black Friday is I usually travel to New Jersey because that's where I used to live, and me and my whole family usually spend the whole night going Black Friday shopping everywhere.
People have such creative Black Friday traditions.
Sam, I don't know where to go to take my senior pictures next year.
Why don't you check out Graciano Photography?
What's up, LC? I'm Tyler Graciano, and my sister is the owner and photographer of Graciano Photography.
Hi, LC. I'm Alexis Graciano. I'm the owner of Graciano Photography. I offer team photography.
My sister has kind of always had a thing for photography. More recently, though, in the past year or two, me and my friends also started modeling for her. It's super fun, and we love doing it. It's just something new and something I feel is worn out in our age, but it's something fun to do. It's always new, always a new experience. We go to really cool places, and yeah.
Started photography when I was younger. I would always take pictures of my friends in high school, and then I went on to do a certification.
Hi, I'm Mia Geenan. And I'm Riley Pancoast. And we're models for Graciano Photography. We started modeling last fall. The photo shoots that we've done were at Sip Cafe, the beach, and the pumpkin patch. My most recent photo shoot was my favorite, and we went to the pumpkin patch. We took a bunch of pictures with like pumpkins and in the corn maze.
One of my favorite photo shoots that I've done with Graciano Photography was at Sips Cafe because we had all the colorful graffiti backgrounds.
She usually gives us a theme, and we base our outfits off of each other and like where we're going.
My favorite photo shoot was either the beach or probably the most recent one, which was the pumpkin patch. In Graciano Photography, on our shoots, we really have a lot of laughs. Me and all my friends that I recently got closer with because of Graciano Photography, we all like just have fun time together, and it's just a great experience.
Allie Graciano is the owner of Graciano Photography, and she got me close with all the models.
And it's a really cool experience, and we go to a lot of fun places, and usually we go out to eat after, which is fun too.
I'm also looking for new models to join the model squad. I have the link in the bio on my Instagram.
Also, if you're interested in becoming a new model, we are currently looking for new models. So DM Graciano Photography if you're interested.
We'd love for you to join our group,
And it's a really fun experience.
make sure to follow us on Instagram.
At Graciano_photography.
I'll be sure to take them into consideration next year.
Hey Mina, do you know what your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving is?
No, I'd have to try more to find out.
Let's take a look at some LC students who taste tested to find their favorites.
Hi, I'm Claire Nowacki.
And I'm Gianna Poulos.
And today we're testing LC's favorite Thanksgiving foods.
Let's get into it.
My name is Nathan Delgado, and my favorite Thanksgiving food is stuffing.
Hi, I'm Bo Baez. I'm a senior, and my favorite thing to eat for Thanksgiving is all the desserts like pumpkin pie and all that, because that's what everyone looks forward to after they eat their meals.
Hello, my name is Gianna Church. I am a freshman, and my favorite Thanksgiving food is mashed potatoes, just because they're good.
First, we're going to be trying some mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are a classic at Thanksgiving, so I rate these a 9 out of 10. Next, we're going to be trying out some corn.
Corn is also a classic at Thanksgiving, and I'm going to rate this a 6 out of 10 just because I think there's better sides of it.
Now we're going to be trying out some stuffing. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10 because I think there should be more flavor in it.
And the texture is weird.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have some desserts. First, we're going to be trying some pumpkin pie. I'm going to rate this pumpkin pie a 3 out of 10 because neither of us like pumpkin. And the texture is kind of weird.
For our last pie choice, we're going to try some apple pie. Okay, we're going to rate this apple pie a 7 out of 10.
Thanks for joining us for our mini Thanksgiving feast.
Thank you for watching.
Wow, that made me so excited for Thanksgiving.
Mina, what are you doing this year for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to my grandma's this year.
Let's check out what some LC students are doing for Thanksgiving this year.
All right, hi you guys, I'm Mrs. Schuyler. I teach AP Human Geography, and this is my niece.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Cronky. I'm a sophomore here at Lake Central.
So for Thanksgiving, we usually go to my grandparents' house.
My great-grandparents.
And usually we just hang out, eat,
Watch
relax.
football.
Watch football. Yep, absolutely. And then you guys usually go to
My mom's parents' house with like all my aunts and uncles and my other cousins. And then Nate's.
Yeah, and then usually we go to my husband's, his side of the family, and do Thanksgiving over there. So we meet up in the morning and hang out with our family collectively, and then we both kind of separate ways and go from there. So.
I mean, Auntie Mary always brings her sweet potatoes with like the marshmallows.
Yep. With the sweet potatoes, and then usually, Pa usually makes lumpy mashed potatoes. That's my favorite. Yeah.
My name is Armand Irving. I'm a senior. For Thanksgiving, I plan on spending time with my family and some of my friends, you know, giving back thanks and just, you know, spreading love.
My name is Eric Burns. I'm a senior. And for Thanksgiving, I will probably be spending time with family and hang out with my girlfriend. I'll probably go over to my grandma's house. And then there's probably gonna be football on. My favorite food for Thanksgiving would probably be the ham. I'm not a big turkey guy. Turkey to me is really dry. I don't like it.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Mrs. Schmidt. I am the nutrition and wellness teacher here. And for Thanksgiving, I actually host Thanksgiving at my house. I cook the traditional fare, turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, and then some of my family members will bring the other side dishes and desserts.
Wow, I'm so excited for the holiday season.
It's so crazy to think election week's already over.
Let's take a look at some post-election results.
On Monday, November 6, Biden was in the lead in electoral votes with 253 and Trump at 213. We asked LC students for their opinion of the election, the candidates, and what they think the outcome will be so far.
Election, it looks like Biden's going to win Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Nevada, but they are close calls, so like at any point I think that they could flip, but I do think that Biden is going to end up pulling this election. It's been like nerve-wracking and gives me a lot of anxiety. The night of the election, I did not sleep whatsoever. I was extremely scared to what I was going to wake up to in the morning, and I feel like if you're not exhausted by the election, you've clearly had the privilege to not have to have worried about your rights and things as such. So it was a lot of anxiety. I'm still scared. I'm watching it very closely. I check it almost every hour to see if anything's gone up. Nevada is counting really slow, which is bothering me, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and North Carolina, but I'm hoping that we have some results maybe today or within the next few days, but I do know that Nevada is accepting like mail-in ballots until the 10th.
My name's Joseph Meager. I'm a sophomore, and quite frankly, the election is it's just taken a really long time. Everybody's really upset about it, and I really think in the end game, no matter who wins or loses, you just gotta move on. Stop wasting your time about it. We can't even vote yet besides if we're seniors, so in reality, a lot of us should stop worrying about it as much and just let it be.
My name is Anastasia. I'm in 10th grade, and how I feel about the presidential election right now is I think it's pretty hectic and it's really close, and I'm not really sure myself who's going to win, but as of what the stats are saying right now, it should be Biden, but I'm not really sure. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be Biden, but it's really close, and I'm kind of really scared because if Biden becomes president, then there's going to be a lot of changes in the world, and everything's just going to be different. But if Trump becomes president, then everything's probably just going to stay the same. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen.
The day after these interviews were recorded, mostly mail-in votes were the only thing we were waiting on to determine the outcome. After flipping Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, Biden was officially deemed the next president with 290 electoral votes, leaving Trump with only 214. Biden also won popular vote by 4 million.
Things are a lot tougher than they were last year.
That's why it's so important to keep in check with your mental health.
Anxiety and depression is on the rise in teenagers. 1 in 3 of all adolescents ages 13 and 18 will experience an anxiety disorder, according to healthychildren.org. Although everyone's experience with anxiety and depression is different, here are the most common signs of it in adolescents. Let's see what a psychologist has to say about the rise of anxiety and depression in high schoolers.
I'm Dr. Grumley. I'm a graduate of Midwestern University. I have clinical experience in trauma, which is my specialty area. I have a PsyD degree, which means I have more clinical experience over research, which is what a PhD is. My dissertation was on anxiety and depression as it relates to suicidality in the youth. From ages 3 on up, we're noticing a disturbing trend related to suicidality. In fact, it's the second leading cause of death in America, and according to the CDC, it's completely preventable. So I'm not sure why these trends are happening. Some people may think that it's related to just increased awareness of anxiety, depression, overall mental health issues. There's kind of like a generational trend where my generation and above, a lot of it was related to shame and things were kept hidden. Mental health wasn't exactly talked about all the time. But in your generation, my opinion is you guys do a really great job of speaking out about it. And I think those voices are being heard and that the awareness is being increased, and so we can do more about it. Some ways people can access treatment, you can tell pretty much any adult, they're called gatekeepers, so that would be like teachers, social workers, counselors, even community members. If you yourself don't exactly have the parental support to seek out counseling, you can actually call a therapist and they can help you bridge that gap and do some advocacy work and being able to get you services, trying to get parents on board to support you in treatment. There's also other ways through you can get self-help. You can also try the suicide hotline or other hotlines that can help support youth and teens during episodes of anxiety, depression. It's fairly common. Typically, 1 in 4 teenage girls experience depression at some point in their lives. So it's something that I think we all need to be aware of and hopefully do something about.
I'm glad students are keeping in check with their mental health during these uncertain times.
Now let's listen to an announcement from this year's Student Council Committee.
Hi, LC.
I'm Jackson Novak, Vice President of Student Council.
And I'm Kate Malish, Secretary of Student Council.
We'd like to share information about this year's Angel Tree fundraiser. Every year, the Student Council has a goal to obtain gifts or raise money for kids who are less fortunate. Each child deserves to wake up and find presents under the tree. This fundraiser makes that happen through gift and monetary donations. Would you like to be a part of the reason for the season?
Choosing tags for Angel Tree is easier than ever. Just email Ms. Calderon for the link to the website where you will select how many tags you'd like to take to donate to the Salvation Army. You can also stop by her room in C207 for more information. You can choose however many tags you'd like for whatever age groups. Just make sure you don't spend over $35 on each person.
We've already started accepting donations for Angel Tree and will continue to accept gift and monetary donations until December 7th of this year. You can drop off gifts in room C207 or ship directly to the Salvation Army through our website. Please make sure all gifts are labeled and grouped accordingly to your tags as per COVID guidelines given by the Salvation Army.
Again, if you have any questions, stop by or email Ms. Calderon or any Student Council officer. We are accepting donations until December 7th. See Ms. Calderon for more information about the Angel Tree donation. Thanks, LC, and have a good holiday.
It's important to donate to Angel Tree.
I'm Mina Cardenas.
And I'm Sam Lazowski. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next time for another episode of LCTV.